My mom, Dorothy, was extremely intelligent and excelled in every subject in school. One of her high school teachers got her a tuition scholarship to Columbia University, but her family just couldn't let her go that far away from Portland. The idea was almost unheard of in 1929. The saintly part of my mom was that she wasn't bitter or resentful. She went to business school for 2 years in Portland and got a good job in insurance, albeit on support staff. She never stopped learning, though. She bought books, mostly the classics, and introduced my sisters and me to literature as well as music and art. She was quite accomplished at the piano, and much to our delight, she continued to play until arthritis curtailed that. She worked on a committee to bring about the first kindergarten in Multnomah County in our grade school, and I was fortunate to be in it. Later, she was a Girl Scout leader for several years. She was extremely hard of hearing all of her adult life, but was very good at figuring out what everyone was saying. I suppose it was self-taught lip reading and a great vocabulary. When our dad bought 2 grocery stores in 2 other areas of town, Mother learned to drive so that she could do the bookkeeping at one of the stores and still be home when we got home from school. When the produce became less than perfect, it came home, and Mother would create some wonderful cuisine with it. She also sewed our clothes, including our one-piece snowsuits with fake fur trim, and sewed curtains and drapes, and even reupholstered furniture rather than buying new. A lifelong Presbyterian, she was accepting of everyone and a good listener. I think she had that reputation in the neighborhood because on several occasions, probably more than I know, a neighbor would be in our living room talking things over with our mom in hushed tones. I think it was her faith that housed that compassion and kindness and that kept her cheerful in times of trial, and it rubbed off on other people. When our first baby was born Down syndrome, she was quite matter-of-fact about it and very supportive of our efforts in the mental retardation movement. Right after we 3 girls were all married, my parents divorced, and Mother went to work at OHSU as secretary to a division dean. My grandmother came to live with her until she needed to be in a nursing home. After she retired, Mother continued volunteer work at the church as well as tutoring a young Down syndrome woman, teaching lip reading at the local senior center, and as treasurer of loaves and fishes at that center. As Mother became more and more senile, she came to live in Silverton with my sister and then with me, and finally in a nursing home in Salem. As always, she appreciated everything and remained sweet and cheerful until the day she died.